You know, right now as we sit, 6 million people do not have a job. That's a lot of people. Unemployment in California is already over 11%. And everyone asks, when's the economy going to turn around? When the jobs going to come back? You know when they come back? Hire yourself.
But the thing that you really want to do is to examine your own life, your loves. What is it that you just have to do? You cannot wait to get up in the morning. This morning, because I knew I was coming down here to speak, I woke up. I didn't even need the clock to wake me up. I was ready. I worked into the night, getting the handouts printed out, all the time thinking about who was going to be here to hear this message, how I could be of service to you, because this is what I love. Being able to help people. Now think about what it is that you love, because nothing is worse than trying to do something every day that you flat out hate, including a job.
How many of you picked the green Z? Oh, look at this. These are the party animals here. Wow. I should be a little more politically correct and say these are the people, the ones that make an expo like this so much fun, right?
The problem I see with a lot of businesses is they all look alike. And what does that do for you as a consumer? You want the cheapest one, right? Do you care about the fancy colors at the gas station? You want the lowest price at the pump, right? That's what I mean. So unless you can offer a lower price, if you can't distinguish yourself, you better be the cheapest game in town. It's the same thing about business. That's why you have to think through this process. Otherwise, you're doomed to fail. You're going to hear all the statistics out there. 85% of all businesses fail in the first 5 years because they don't follow this. They look like everyone else. A lady came to me wanting consulting, and she's saying, I want to set up and make a burrito shop. I said, in San Diego? In San Diego? You kidding? What's so different about these burritos? And you have to think about it because you have to go and communicate. Otherwise, to me, it looks like everybody else. But that's how you test your concept.
But I prayed about it a long time. I asked myself, why is this so difficult? Because it's difficult because people have to commit. When you sign the contract, you have to commit to what you're saying. The next thing you have to do is you have to read. A lot of people don't read contracts. When we're working with each other, we have to write it down, but we also have to read it. And sometimes we need to make sure that we're together on what we read so that we have an understanding, a clear understanding, and we don't have problems later because
we have a corporate oversight committee that serves at the board of directors level, and they monitor what we're doing in terms of awards to small businesses. As federal prime contractors, each of our contracts have a percentage that we promise that we're going to award to small businesses. Generally, it's 23%. That's the floor, and then we go up from there. And we have an oversight board that reviews that to make sure that we're actually doing what we say we're going to do. We have a small business office, and that's where I am. So I'm either the most well-liked person at the company or, on the flip side, the most hated. It depends on whether you're meeting your goals or not. I'm your best friend or not. Because my job is to make sure in the compliance office that you're actually achieving what you said you were going to do. If you're going to do it in a year, 2 years, or 5 years. We measure that. Because what gets measured gets done.
This is absolutely critical.